Hey Bellas, so we're back and we're going to go ahead into our first look of the day, which is one of the 3 Valentine's Day looks that I've created. This one is called Smitten, and here it is if you can see that. Smitten consists of 3 eyeshadows, a pearl white, a lavender purple, and a frosted pink, as well as a blossom pink color on the cheeks, and a soft pink shimmer on the lips. So this look can work well with any skin tone. The only thing is to adjust the shades to fit your skin tone. So if you have a lighter skin, then you're going to want to use lighter shades. If you have darker skin, you might want to use deeper shades than the one I mentioned. As you'll see, instead of the lavender purple, I'm going to go ahead and use a deeper purple on my skin, but it's going to give me the same overall effect. Okay, so let's get started. I always have something in my eyes when I'm doing my eye makeup. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is prep the eye with a primer lotion. I'm using Urban Decay. Urban Decay's Greed. It has a little gold sparkle in it, so it'll give you some coverage and also make your shimmers go on even better because of the shimmer in it. And the gold just kind of blends into my skin, so you just want to put a little bit of that all over the lid, like so. Can you see that? Same thing to the other eye. And the thing about this too is that if you don't have time to do your makeup, you can actually just put on a little bit of this primer because of the color in it, the tint that it has, and it'll just give you a little highlighting properties as you see under my brows there. So no big deal, but you know, it's a little something when you're running low on time. Okay, so let's move right into it. So I'm using today, and let me just say for the record, I don't endorse any particular product. I will share with you the things that I like, the things that I've come across and that I use, but use what you have. You don't necessarily have to have this palette in order to create this look, but you can afford to get it. I recommend it because it's a great palette and it's very inexpensive. This is the BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, 4th edition. I have the first one and the 4th one, and I have, I think, pretty much all of their 88 palette shades. Check out their website, bhcosmetics.com. They've got some great stuff, and you will not believe the prices. It's ridiculous, in a good way. Okay, so I'm using the top palette. It has 60 shades. The bottom one has 60, and I'm going to use this white right here. So it's in the 5th row, 5th column, I should say. First position. Go ahead and put a little bit of that on my brush. Remember, I always dab off the excess. I'm going to go right under my brow bone with this one. And going pretty smooth too once you prime your eyes. I'm also going to go in the inner corner of my eye with this color. Okay, let's do the same thing to the other eye. Okay. See where that's been applied. Alright, moving right along. So the next color in our look is the frosted pink. And I am going to use, let's see, I think we're going to do a combination of pinks. I'm going to use, still using my top palette, we're going to go to the last row, second from the bottom. Can you see that? And this color. This color we're going to put on our lid, blending it up into that white. And I'm going to build right on top of that with a slightly darker pink. And the reason I do that is because lighter pink will kind of act like a primer for the darker pink, making it a truer color on my eye, as opposed to if I just went with the darker pink initially. And then also, I know that once I start blending out and I put in the purple, it's kind of going to get lost. The pink's going to get lost in there, so that's why I'm going to use a slightly darker color. And I know that because I've done this look more than once. So I'm just using a pink from the bottom palette. Bottom palette, and we're using this pink right here. You can see the difference there. It's a little darker than the one we had in the first palette. I'm just putting it right on top. Okay, we're going to blend. Okay, so now we're ready to move on into applying our purple. So using my, gotta get it out of here now. Using my top palette. Technical issues. So using my top palette again, I'm going to go back to the 5th row, down to the second to last, and I'm going to use this purple. Okay, now that's for me and my shade. If you're lighter shade, pale skin, I would recommend using, where is it? 2nd row, 4th from the top. a purple like this. It's a little bit more true to a lavender, whereas mine has some deeper purple tones to it. Okay. So we're going to apply the purple right in the crease. Okay, and I just like to apply my color and then blend it all out. Oh. Looks crazy right now. Okay, and now we're going to blend. I'm going to put a little more pink on the lid there, because like I said, it's getting lost once I blend it. That white color. You see this? That's the blended. That's the blended. And that's the unblended eye. Perfect. I'm gonna go under the eye also with an angled brush and just drag out that white that we had applied in the beginning to the inner corners. Eye watering. eyes have really been acting up the last couple of days, so I apologize. And if you want, you can go under the eye with the purple also. Just if you want to. Not a requirement, of course. I often don't wear shadow under my eyes because of my allergies. Okay, so now I'm going to use a purple eyeliner. This one has a little glitter in it. I got this from Ulta during their holiday sale. I think it was maybe $1 or $2. They have really great stocking stuffer specials during the holidays. So remember to check them out before and after the holidays. Got some liner on there with the pencil. And then I'm going to use my angle brush to drag that out. It just softens it up a little bit and makes it a little more evenly distributed. For a minute, let me get close to my mirror. Okay. Okay. And we're going to finish the eye look with some mascara. And just like I mentioned in my foundation application video, when you're doing mascara, you want to do thin layers and you want to build on it. You do thin layers, that'll allow you to build without getting that clumped spider look on the eye. So you clean off your brush really well before you start, making sure that you only have just enough mascara on it for the look you're doing. So I'm just going to dust under my eye in case I let any shadow remnants fall. And I'm going to clean up around the eye with a little bit of concealer or lighter shade foundation, whichever you have. This is to give me those smooth edges around the eye look. And I'll just blend it out a little bit. Now I'm going to apply my blush, which as I mentioned before is like a pink blossom. It's very light, so it's not even supposed to appear like it's there as much as you just have fresh glowing skin. You might not even be able to see it on camera, I'm not sure. But you get the idea. Let me show you what I'm using just so you have an idea of what I mean by pink blossom. So this is the shade. This is Baby Blossom. Funny. Baby Blossom from True Match. And it's C1 and 2, which is a cool shade. I'm going to blend that in. And then last but not least, lips. Again, we're using a pink shimmer. I'm going to fill my lips in, line them with a nude shade. And this shade is actually called Pink Shimmer from Mary Kay. I don't think they make that shade anymore, but they have something very comparable to it. And I'm finishing with a pink glitter gloss. This is actually another one of those stocking stuffer finds from Ulta. Very inexpensive. I think I bought one for my daughter and decided, oh, I'll keep one for me too. And that's it. So of course, the look is not complete. Doesn't look good until we get our hair combed out here. And there you go. That is Smitten. Very soft and flirty Valentine's Day look without looking over the top. So, what do you think? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is my second day of doing tutorials, so I'm still really new to it and filling it out. So thanks for bearing with me and being patient and listening to everything. Please go on facebook.com/GlamMeBeauty and leave your comments, post your questions. I'm always there to answer any questions that I can. Also visit my blog at GlamMeBeauty.blogspot.com, and you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Vanity Mogul, as well as at GlamMe Beauty, my personal and my business page. So feel free to add me, and you guys have a great day. Ciao, Bellas.